Hello and welcome. This is Coolidge, and this is the game that everyone's playing right now. I love this game, but I have some problems with it, and I don't know. First of all, I can load up. I just want to show what this game is. So this game's Banished, and it was created by one person. In the course of 3 years, he created every last thing of it, which I really like. So I've been playing this the last couple of days. I can load up this one. So I feel like that sound is really loud. Options, audio. Maybe that's better. Let's hope it's better. Well, anyway, this game is awesome. The idea is you start off as just a couple of settlers. I don't even know where the hell. You start off as a couple of settlers, and you build a little town. And yeah, you got little houses. And people go to the houses, and then you can set them to various different professions. You have, resources, things like that. It's from time to time, nomads might come in. Here is a graph of coal, whatever. Food. You can see my food inventory. This is just yearly. It goes down. I've got a lot of farms. This one, squash, pepper. You can get all sorts of different things. Some downsides to this game include, well, after you get to a certain point, there's not much more you can really do. It's so full, all my stuff's just lay it out on the ground. That's a problem. Yeah, everything's full. Anyway, there's some problems with this, there's just not much to do. If I go down to 1 speed, we can see it. It's quite nice. It's a beautiful game. There's herdsmen working in different pastures full of different things. There's some deer. You can go hunt. Graves. A couple churches in this game set up. Lots of different things, but there's only so much you can do, and that's why I don't know about really doing any Let's Plays on this. It's really fun, but it's more of a game that you should just play. I really like it, but it's just more of a game to play. But here's the problem. Okay, I shall save it as this one. Save. Yes. I don't know if you'll actually see this. Oh, it worked! Maybe they fixed it. Every single time I was saving, it was just not working. It was crashing my game. So I hadn't been playing this one. Okay, well I guess they fixed that. Maybe. But anyway, there's a lot of great things about this game. Here I've got the hunting cabin, gatherer's hut, etc., etc. And so what I'm going to do is just do a basic game. Start up and we can play it. Or I can play it and then it will have, the how I started playing this game, what I did to get it off the ground, get my town set up, get things reasonable so that I'm not starving to death, I'm not freezing to death, all sorts of stuff. So, with that in mind, we shall quit. she'll start up a new one. This is what I was starting on. So we can start up Niles. Like, this is all programmatically generated. It's kind of funny, some of them. Coolidgeville. I probably shouldn't do Coolidgeville, because that is a racist thing that no one... Coolidgeville? Coolidgeton? Coolidgetown. I don't know. The seed, that's the one. If you want, yeah, that's the one. Okay, so I like the large map just because I like it. I don't know. They have mountains that just... It's either valleys or mountains, and mountains you don't have very much space to build on. These starting conditions here, I got 4 families, meaning I need 4 houses. I got a little bit of stuff. On this one, it's got 5 families. It's got a bunch of stuff to start with. There's already a storage barn, yeah, and easy. It's got, yeah, lots of stuff already built for you. So start on hard, because that's where you should start. I feel like that's like the normal start. I guess medium is probably the normal start, but hard should be the normal start. Anyway, this guy, he did it over 3 years, and it's really good. It's really great that he did every single thing. He did the engine, he did all the game logic. I pressed space. He did, well, he set up everything for this game. So let's check out what we got. What's nice here is that the interface is highly customizable in terms of like what you're going to be able to do. And once they start doing mods for this game, I'm going to play the shit out of it. I think that this game has a lot of potential. As you can see, there's a number of professions, but I feel like there could just be hundreds of professions. You know, you could have all sorts of different things. He's talking about putting in combat. Once you put in combat, then I mean the whole thing changes, because it's basically a medieval-ish town. Here's all the guys. They don't have homes. They have a wagon. Here's the map, so we can look around. And then I usually have the log. So, I'm pressing the middle mouse button and turning, holding and turning. So we got a big old lake over here, but right here is actually pretty nice as a starting thing. I really think this music's too loud. Maybe that's better. Hopefully it's not, yeah. Anyway, okay, so what I did to start in the other games and in this, and what I'll do in this game, I kind of like this. This is good to start with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to expand down this way with some gatherers and foresters. I'll probably, you know, start doing farming like over here or something, and over here up into this whole area. The town center will be on this, will be, you know, between these major rivers. Probably get nice fishing huts here. But so to start, you can build anything you want right from the get-go. So what I've been doing, well, yeah. So these gatherers, they gather stuff out of the forest, basically. I can't have it too far to start with, because I need to make the homes and everything. I am in a harsh climate. I did put that to harsh, which basically means that the weather here is highly variable. You're more likely to have a early and late frost. This forester lodge, the forester will tend to the trees and constantly give you a steady supply of wood. You don't need them right away, but stupid timer, I just leave that thing on. Anyway, we'll start off with a couple of houses. I'm pressing the T button, that's what the default thing is. There's controls that are how you can put them to whatever you want. When I'm pressing T to flip them around. You can press F, that actually it'll, like, you can see it, pressing F and changes the different models. They all look basically the same, but he did a lot of different models on them. It took him like days to make these models because he's a engineer. But it's really good. He wanted to, I think part of it was just, I want to see if I can do this. He was previously he previously made console games or something for a living. So I got a hunting cabin here as well. I'm gonna put that at pause to begin with. So I have a gatherer's hut and two houses. Now, here's the other thing I want to do. So here's the old road. But I actually don't want to do it. So I have this remove roads. Okay. I just wanted to see where it was coming out over here so that I could then build a couple of houses, because we need to think about getting things set up. For that, we need a woodcutter who will make firewood, and people need firewood, and we're going to need a blacksmith. Sure, why not? Okay, so, well, these guys are going to be on hold. Actually, I put these guys on hold as well. So that's basically the startup of what I'm going to do. I'm removing the roads because while you see that I'm placing them, that's just placing them to begin with. That's not actually building them. And they have to go and build them. I need a stockpile over here. Why not? Oh. So I need cancel removal. It like has the road there, I think. Well, whatever. I do need a stockpile, and stockpiles are just that's gonna be like wood and things like that. Oh, I pressed space. That's fine. I also need a storage barn. I usually like doing it this way. So they can kind of... So the storage barn is going to hold things like... things that are in here right now, mostly. It doesn't hold firewood, though, actually. Storage barn's going to hold all the food and things like that. I'm going to close this map. And then basically, you're going to run this thing on 10 times speed all the time. So the first thing they do is just clear out everything. And right now I have no builders, which is fine, actually. because I need a lot of resources. So you can just remove the stone. Now they'll go do that. These guys are just default laborers. They will bring all of the items to this spot, these spots. And once they are ready to start building. You should be able to then, you will see them. Well, you'll see in just a second here. They're getting like food and everything. So right now they're gathering stuff. You can see here I have 8 of 16 logs. I need more logs. I definitely need logs. So actually, I should probably just... Alright. So, these things are ready to go. Once I have builders, I can just kind of put them all on building. And they'll stop going to get your food, whatever. Now they should start just building these up. Okay. So, now I need gatherers. And I'm going to put them all the way up. Now, the reason why you want to have laborers here is because then they will, like, just default do the typical laborer stuff, which is gathering resources, moving resources around. But when someone dies, they will then be able to take their place. I'm gonna have to... Yeah. See, this forester here is gonna put those trees back in this general area. But for now, I do need to clear cut things. I can, because my supply of wood is low, or firewood. Supplies of everything are gonna be low. Firewood. Yeah, I don't have any more firewood. I'm already, like, almost out of firewood. And that's because they take all of it. Like, one family. So, what you can do is, here. Increase priority. And it's just, whatever you select, that's the thing they're gonna do. Definitely need to... Oops. They do have very similar icons for this and this, and by very similar I mean exactly the same. You can probably build the... Alright, let's build the dirt road now. See them just slightly going down to build it. This is the most important thing right now. Now we'll start unlocking these to be built. And I need a woodcutter. And with that, I probably also want to build another stockpile here. Yeah, there. That's fine. So they'll clear out the rest of the stuff I told them to clear out. I have 4 gatherers. You can check this button right here, production statistics, and it says I'm getting roots and berries, mushrooms, and onions. And it's basically, you can see them in the woods here. They're getting mushrooms and things like that. It's basically getting stuff out of the forest. Those are berries or something. It's a new tree growing. Things like that. Probably. So I'm gonna have them collect this. Come on, collect that iron. Hurry up, guys. Alright. So I have 4 families. So actually quite a lot of people. You can upgrade the houses, whatever, but you can also get them. Once you build more houses, then you'll start getting more families. Makes sense. It's already winter. The first winter, of course, is going to be the hardest. You're getting just set up. And all that. He'll put, that's firewood. It's very nice. And of course, we already have an extra set of families. So I need another house. We have some amount of logs, some amount of firewood, a non-zero amount, but I do need more. Don't try not to ever like get stuff across the water. They will walk in very weird ways to try to get them, and they'll probably starve to death. If the builder has nothing to do, they'll just become, they'll be set as like builders, but they will have, they'll just be working as laborers. We can unlock this hunting cabin. Oh, I didn't finish my road. Okay, and now we can see that my tools are low. This is the next thing you gotta get. Takes quite a lot of bit of iron and whatnot. Should get enough people going. Can get at least one hunter going, and a hunter's gonna get not only meat but also skins, which you can then use as a tailor for. Tools are low. I wish it would tell you that. It doesn't tell you that until they're out of tools. I often forget about the blacksmith. Probably get a couple more hunters. And okay, so now we get to this first icon, and this icon means that I've reached the limit of amount of fuel. And the reason why you want to have limits is because otherwise you could have everything filled up with just fuel, or you'll use all your logs. The thing is, everyone just takes, when they go and get fuel, they'll take like 100 at a time. Or any amount that's there. But if there's 100, they'll take 100. What else is nice with fuel is once you get a trading post set up on the river, you can sell them, and each firewood gives you 4. Each firewood is worth 4. Abstract number 4. Each log is worth like 2, but each log gives you 4 firewood. So it's a pretty good turnaround on that. Anyway, you can just set a fuel limit up to here. I usually set it around 1,000, especially at the beginning. Later, I'll set up a. You can set that at 1,000, and then you'll set up your trading thing, and I usually set that at like 3,000 or something if I have tons of excess firewood, because then I'll have lots of it to trade with. And that firewood is separate than the trading firewood is separate than firewood that you set aside to be used. Okay, so we want to get this forester going. We don't want to just clear cut everything forever. We do need more logs though, and so we should be getting this. Actually, we should just remove resources over here. Forester is getting going. It's always good. And think about what we're going to put in this market. It's actually not a bad spot for it. Kind of like that spot. So what the market is it's like a storehouse, but it services like everybody in this area. You have a vendor or multiple vendors who go around to all the different storehouses that you have set up throughout your lands and pick up things. So then you don't have to go, like, you can have a storehouse that's basically off on your farmland that's over here, but the vendors will go and get the stuff and bring it to the market, which then will service the little town center hub that you got going on. Need a lot of resources for it. I'm out of wood. That's what that is. I'm out of wood entirely. I want to be using all this land anyway. Might as well. Oops. See, I forget about things. You can see, like, once the foundation is laid down, it means it has everything. It's ready to go. We can just build that up. I'm out of iron for... Nope, I'm out of wood. So I need logs and iron. For steel, you also need coal. For coal, you gotta go mining, but we'll get to that. Anyway, just set up a couple here. I'll probably just do a couple of these. I don't think I'm gonna do very many. I really like this game, and you should buy it. It's $20 right now on Steam. And actually, I accidentally bought it twice. So if someone really wants it, I might give it to a friend of mine. Long story. Actually, it's really not that long of a story, but I got kind of mad about it. It had to do with me buying it off of Humble Bundle, the Humble widget through Amazon purchases, which then flagged my purchase for reasons, don't know, and wouldn't let me get it, and I wanted to play it, so I bought it again off of Steam, and I told them to cancel my purchase, but they did not. Oh yeah, out of high tools yet. Always want to just keep on making tools. When this goes down, people are working at like 1/5 the rate as they were if they had tools. It's bad, and you don't want that. So yeah, market's going up. Very nice. Very, very nice. Probably want to start thinking about expanding the population slightly. Well, it's been about a half hour. I think I'll probably take a break. I'm only gonna do a couple of these, I think. I don't know. Like, I really like this game, but I don't know how great it is to watch someone play it. Because there's only so much you can do. But, yeah. Okay, so we got the vendor. So this guy's just gonna go fill this up with inventory, and then these people will go and get their stuff from the market. So this vendor will go over here, and he's gonna take out all this stuff and put it into there, or a lot of it. This storage barn will still hopefully service some of these people, because they'll be able to easily get there. But this family is ready to expand. I mean, you got teenagers living there. I could probably deal with another house down here, actually. I don't like building too many because I do want this entire area. If there's trees and there's well, the trees for the for the forester himself, but then also for the gatherers. If it's in an old growth, large forest, we get a lot more productivity out of these gatherers. And the gatherers and hunters, that's going to be your main source of food at the beginning of the game. So yeah, low reserve of logs, of course. So yeah, they're going to cut and plant things. They'll take down the oldest of trees, plant new ones, etc., etc. They'll also remove, they'll like remove these rocks. They'll remove everything so that they can plant more trees in this entire area. So they'll remove these rocks just to get more trees in there. And you'll see that in the, if you press this, yeah, current season. See, they're gathering those things just to make room for more trees. I'm out of wood. Oops. We can just remove some of those trees over there. And what I'll probably do is set up another one over here, down here. I just kind of make these at the beginning to get the resources, because these are going to get you your basic resources. Other things that you're going to want to do soon, you're going to have a mine, which are kind of weird to place. You got to be just right. Kind of hard to find the exact spot for them. But hey, you can figure it out. And then quarries, which will get you stone, place them wherever. And they slowly, they're kind of nice, the animation for that. Moving down there in this manner. You're not going to use a tavern, really, at the beginning of the game. The next thing that you're really going to want is trading posts, which have to go on the major rivers. Probably put it there. Or put it over here. I also don't like how if it goes into the red, you can't do it at all. It's like, nope, can't do it. I mean, I like and dislike that. Let's put it that way. Put it there. To do bridges and stuff, you gotta do it like this way. And can't be placed there. Could be placed there, but I'm not going to. Put that on pause. Okay, so I'm gonna take a break, and whenever I get back to this one, I will continue this, and yeah. But I need to go out to dinner now, so I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.